over. But think about like this gritty New York City cop and chasing.
Yeah,
You know, I can see it happening almost. Again, a movie that you should. Oh man, what's the film you want me to see?
Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, which I do want to see. And remember, guys, we talk about this all the time. I need to see the movie.
Oh, it's really.
We got to see Boomerang's Kingdom.
Yeah, I know. When are we gonna go see that
today?
We
Hopefully it lasts till tomorrow. I know. I asked the girl. She said this week we should be going. I said,
we need to go see it tomorrow. Then
then we need to see it.
I'm down.
But anyway, yeah. So,
but no, I think it's got some of the coolest scenes. But as a whole, I don't think the movie is I'm not super. It's not really that the movie's bad. I'm just not as interested in the movie as a whole. Like the whole plot, I'm not always engaged. We were kind of, John and I were just we were sitting there, we were watching it, and we were looking. I was looking at the filmmaking, and it's great. I mean, the guerrilla style, the filmmaking is really cool and good, and they do a really good job. But the plot and the story, that I don't really care about the characters that much.
Yeah.
I didn't get super involved, but it is a good movie. I'm not gonna take away from it. Filmmaking is phenomenal. It's really cool.
My wife doesn't like you. Didn't like French Connection, babe. You didn't see it. Okay, then of course, which was a good thing you didn't see it. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Now I know that's one of your favorite movies.
Yeah.
Right? So you can talk a little bit about it.
I just like it. It's cool. Everything about it's like pretty. It's like like how just how it is.
Yeah, no. What? Talk about Michael Gondry's directing.
Every the little details with the no faces and the
that was cool. I do love that.
And just the whole mind. Can I curse?
Yeah, sure.
I
love to curse.
I love it.
I love cursing.
She's getting mad because I'm cursing in front of her.
It's Lee Artist who cannot curse. But Lee, you didn't make it for Sunshine Spine.
Yeah, I did. I think.
Oh, you were here for that, right?
That was
okay.
Even I think it was my favorite movie of the fest because it's like a big movie onion. Like there's the surface movie, and then it goes deeper, and there's like the perfect placement of everything, and the small details and little attention spots.
You're right about that. Yeah,
then and then you peel it back some more, and there's all the thought and just the thought and detail and put into it, and the little things that add up, and the fact that you don't fully understand, like you think you understand, but then you realize you don't, and then you think you got it after that, and then you really don't again, and it's just. I think that was a great movie.
I like that movie onion. I'm gonna start using that word. Movie onion. Just bring back the layers. No, very, very concise. I like that.
And also, it's a great love story.
Again, yeah, and that's interesting because, like I was saying, we'll get to Jeremy's review in a second. I cried when I saw that film originally, and again...
I tried to cry, but
this is 2004. I told you to cry. I mean, it's just too many people were talking. Everybody said... But again, the rules of the fest is you can talk about a film as long as you're talking about the film.
I feel you, though. Like, if you're alone, like, you can...
I cried because...
What were we watching that I wanted to cry, and then you said something, like, totally ridiculous, and I just stopped crying? When he got cancer. Fanboys.
Oh, yeah. I cried when I saw that first time. But the point is that it's... The concept that this guy is trying to save these memories after, realizing that it's too
really
late.
Cool.
And then,
I think that's
and then you get this big thing where, as a human being, you're like, everybody wants to forget a broken heart.
Yeah.
But then there's times where you say, you know what, I can't. And it broke my heart because at the time, I mean, just to lose love in such a hard way, I thought that was really good. But what did you think? Because you've never seen it, right?
Yeah, I'd never seen it. I thought Jim Carrey was really great. And
really?
It's his best role. It's his best role ever, in my opinion. He really... That shows you that he can act. I mean, number 23 doesn't do it. That shows you that he can act.
23.
I mean, that's what people are saying. Number 23. Oh, he can act now.
Yeah, I remember when Colin and your brother saw it talked about it. Like,
I loved it. No,
I saw it on cable a year later. I was like, what the fuck is this?
They liked it.
They loved it. That's what they talked about. Number 23.
Yeah. But I thought it was really great. I think I'd give it. In my review, I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10 probably.
Yeah, right.
It's a really good romance. I think Kate Winslet was awesome.
I love her. I fell in love with
Kate Winslet. I hate her and everything else.
I know.
And I didn't hate her in that. I thought she was really good.
What do you think about? Okay, so since with Michael Gondry, I mean, have you seen other of his films?
You'd have to. Listen.
Michael Gondry's done adaptation of Spike Jonze. He did a sleep movie. Oh man. He's only made a few. Yeah.
No.
Inception. What do you think about Inception? The greatest film ever. No. Anyway, I guess that actually when I think about it, Michael Gondry's only made this film. because he's made 2 films after that, and I mean, I can't even remember them. That's how bad.
Yeah.
But
I think the directing in this was great. I mean,
yeah. Oh no, he was good.
really,
It was
the
really
movie
good.
is really well put together. I think the again what they're saying, the details like with when they're walking through the library and all of the genre labels start disappearing, things like that.
That was cool. I did dig that.
Titles, individual book titles disappearing.
And yeah, I dig that because I didn't even catch that until she started saying that, and I was like, oh shit, she's right.
Just really cool little details like that, really. But I mean, just the overall, the acting and the plot. I mean, what's her name from Spider-Man?
Kirsten Dunst.
She is super cute.
Yeah, she's I hear you guys talking about her.
Everything. Oh, she's
Mark
awesome.
Ruffalo was good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Frodo, what's his name?
Okay.
Elijah Wood was good.
I didn't like his character, but he was good.
He was good in it. Yeah.
His character was.
Even David Cross like having that little cameo.
Yeah, I don't know why he was in that movie.
Yeah, right. I forgot he was in it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really good.
Okay.
And then of course, I mean, it goes without saying because then the list got better and better. And again, I don't know why I had it so early in the fest, but I'm glad you guys were here. Dog Day Afternoon.
Man, one of the best.
Good.
That movie got me into film. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not. I watched it like 7 years ago, but it got me. It really is the reason that I love film.
It's great.
And Al Pacino, it's just the best thing ever. I really like that movie a lot.
Well, you go for it. Have you seen Dog Day Afternoon?
I saw it like a few months earlier, and I loved it, and I was so excited that we were gonna see it because I was like, okay, so like I just love it, the story, like the whole gay thing, and just everything, and it's just a good movie.
What do you think, Lee? You
Fan.
And that was the first time I saw it at the fest, and I thought that was a very well put together movie.
yeah, very definitely.
And the whole being pretty much in one place, the whole entire movie.
Yeah,
It makes them think more about what the characters are doing and saying. And I like how it was a true story.
yeah,
And
definitely true story. Yeah. And it's funny that you say that because I mentioned Reservoir Dogs a few times because the only other movie that keeps you riveted in one spot is Reservoir Dogs. It's like, I mean, like how many people can say, let's make a movie about a bank heist, stay in the bank for 2 hours, and it's riveting. It's like the characters are all good.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. We're making a diamond heist in a friggin' garage, and you fall for the movie. It's like Reservoir Dogs, and it's the same thing where not that many movies you can keep.
Glenn Ross.
It's another great movie, which I'm dying to put in the fest.
That one,
I love that movie.
Oh, man,
But they actually skip back and forth. They go to the restaurant. They go
Okay,
to the
yeah.
thing. So they do a couple scenes.
I was just thinking dialogue driven.
Oh,
That was what I was thinking about.
Fucking David Mamet's
Oh
great
man,
script. I love that movie.
really everyone.
Yeah.
That's one that like kind of went under the radar. Like I honestly
Agreed.
never heard about it. My dad was like, "You need to watch this." I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna show."
All
He
right,
was like,
Dad.
"Yeah, listen off the
I
cast."
will.
I was like, "Oh, okay, we gotta watch this movie," and it was phenomenal. But yeah, that's a
I mean, Alec Baldwin, put that coffee down. Oh my God, he's so
Yeah.
good. 5 minutes in the movie, he's just fucking you. But okay, go on with Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day Afternoon. I watched it 7 years ago. It was one of the first films I ever watched. That's not true. It's one of the first films that are like classics. Let's go with classic. One of the first classics I ever watched. And I mean, I think Al Pacino is just that's one of his best roles.
Yeah,
well.
no doubt. I mean,
I don't think. I mean, he's awesome in Godfather.
nominated. No, he was nominated for that too. And I'll be honest, he got robbed. Oh my God, throughout the '70s, and he's been nominated for almost every movie. But I'll be honest. I think Dog Day Afternoon is one of his best, if not the best runs ever been in.
Yeah, I agree.
No doubt.
I completely agree. You have that and Serpico and some of
Serpico.
I mean, he's awesome.
And again, I want it, and I was going to do it for the '70s, but I cannot find this movie because it's been out of print.
yeah, they don't have any good additions.
Yeah,
at
but
all.
Cruising is the movie I wanted to show for the '70s.
Yeah.
And he's good in that too. Believe it or not, man. When you see the Cruising, and I gotta get maybe a gay movie fest with Cruising in it, but it's a great friggin' movie.
Dog Day Afternoon though is really good. I really enjoy. I think that you pointed out this time around because I hadn't seen it in so long. The dark comedy aspect of it.
Yeah.
When he like flips out the gun, he's trying to get it
out.
It's so good.
I never thought it was funny until you said this is dark comedy.
This is a dark comedy.
I hadn't seen it in so long, so I mean,
Yeah.
I might have laughed 7 years ago. But yeah, it was.
The whole thing in Attica. Once he starts becoming the celebrity outside,
And
and
how sweaty he gets, and just like, it's so. He's
He's
awesome.
ordering pizza.
Yeah,
Bring me pizza and I'll give you a hostage. Bring me pizza.
It's just a great,
really
funny movie. Yeah.
One of the best like bank heists.
Oh no, yeah, hands down. I mean, I'm trying to think of others that you can say, oh yeah, it's good. But I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
Segue into then the film after that was Do the Right Thing.
Oh, my favorite. I think my favorite of the festival.
I
actually had to see that one.
Watching it. You said you watched it 2 more times afterward?
Yes, I've watched
Good
it
for you,
twice
brother.
since
in
last
7
Friday.
days. You've seen it 3 times. Good for you, brother. Good for you.
And I loved it more and more every time.
And
I watched
it
it with
gets
different
better.
people. I
It
had
gets
to show
better.
my brother. I had to show my mother.
What's your brother think?
My brother was like, this is really. He was actually sitting down playing on his computer when we started, and then he came sat down on the couch like, this is really good, and then stayed engaged for the whole time. So
how about your mom?
My mom really liked it too. I mean, my mom's really into that just political, when it has a political message to it. She really loves that. She digged it. I mean, and it's one of the funniest movies ever. Like,
it is very funny.
It's so funny. Like
I don't know if you noticed the pixie-ish woman who was there with the glasses and her 2 children. Her name is Vicky, and we discussed the fest beforehand.
Yeah.
And she had missed the June Fest, which was Summer Blockbusters, and she wanted her kids to come to that, but she had left for Brazil that morning. So when she came to this one, she said, "Oh, but can I bring the kids?" I said, "Bring them. If they don't watch the movies, which they shouldn't, most of the movies they shouldn't, but I told her, I said, she's very much into politics, and I said, you should have Noah, her son, watch Do the Right Thing, and she tried, but he's into video games. He knows
that's
M16 carbines.
There was no guns in it. So
there was nobody shooting.
Yeah.
He asked me before he walks away the second time, he said, is there anybody using guns on anybody? I said, no. He goes, I don't want to see it.
Nah, I mean I don't think you can enjoy it when you're younger, but I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he would have. I thought maybe she was going to show him.
Like 11
Yeah.
or 12?
9.
No, it was
10.
what, 9 or 10? I think 10.
I mean, I absolutely love the movie. I think Spike Lee is just awesome.
It's just, I feel bad because I think, even though I have other favorites, I think this is his Citizen Kane. You know, if you want to get into a whole thing about who's director of Citizen Kane, this is his Citizen Kane, and I feel bad because this is his 3rd film. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, it's
in my top 10 of films.
Really good.
And,
I give that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And when I write the full review of it, it's gonna get.
What's your thing about
really,
the right thing?
I was away for the first part, so I didn't get the whole setup.
Really? Where were you?
I went to go get the pizza with them.
Shit, that's right. Yeah.
But what I did saw in the end, it was really beautiful. It was beautiful.
The colors,
I really
like
okay, what's I just have a question about the end. I read up on the whole event that happened. I don't remember the name. They start chanting it at the end when they burn the place down. Sorry, spoiler. They burn down
when they burn
a bridge. No, and they start all chanting this name, and it actually
Eleanor Bumpus.
No,
which one?
Didn't sound. Well, they all everybody.
Michael Stewart and Eleanor Bumpus. They call. They're not chanting. They call it out. What did they say, babe? Do you remember?
Well, it's an event. Like I looked it up because I googled it right after. And it's when those three black men got mugged, and one of them got killed in I think it was Queens. I don't remember. It was a white neighborhood, and a white gang beat up these 3 black men.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's one. Probably what the hell? How can I forget his name? Yusuf Hawkins.
Is that it?
I
don't know.
Yeah, but that's what they did. It was in what was the name?
On my iPad.
And so I thought that was really because
iPad.
Because once I read the whole the case, the whole thing, the event that happened in like '86. It was like 3 years before the film came out.
Yeah, this is the truth. The whole movie's based on because like Eleanor Bumpus is a black woman who was killed by the cops. Michael Stewart was a black kid killed by the cops. Yusuf Hawkins was a young kid who went into a white neighborhood looking for a car, and he got mistaken for a gang member, and he was. The death of Yusuf Hawkins. There goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and there was so he was one of the 3 guys that got. Is he the one that got killed?
He's the one that got killed. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He was chased onto the Bronx Queens Expressway, major highway, and was hit by a car. But at first, people were just some kid got hit by a car. But then they trailed it back, and it was like he was chased onto the highway. He literally, there was nowhere for him to go. He was chased by like 10 Italian kids, and
they ate at a pizza place.
Yeah,
That was what I thought was really cool.
That related,
how it related to, and then the whole kind of turning the tables on these 3 white men that own the pizza shop. Yeah. Awesome, really cool.
Very cool.
That was my favorite film of the.